What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Over the Ropes Wrestling Podcast. This is your guy, OTR Mic Drop.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is your man Trey, aka Treyway, aka OTR Trey, aka Thursday Night Trey, and I'm excited about this topic list that we got today.
You overly hype.
I wouldn't say overly hyped, but I am excited. I wish Mr. Rant was here because a lot of these topics would be perfect for him to give his opinion on, but he might. Hopefully, he joins us later while we're on.
Yeah, he's either late or this is his week off. Part timers do that.
Because I've been seeing a lot of stuff online like that Cody conversation got a lot of people riled up that we was
Oh,
having.
the one from last week.
The one from last week. I've had people texting me like saying they agree with y'all. I've had people saying they agree with me.
Yeah.
One of our subscribers hit me and he said Cody is what the hell did he say before we get started? He said I gotta find it. Uh he said Cody might be the most annoying babyface ever.
I love it.
And I was like, I told him I agree.
I
And I
love it.
stated why last week.
Yep. He is.
And we going when we get to the Roman Cody topic, it's trust me, I'm probably gonna repeat a lot of the same stuff I said last week.
Well, let's get it started.
Well, he's involved, but this isn't about Cody and Roman yet. We got to start off with the title of this episode. This is episode 120, everybody. The title of this episode is "It's Just Us, Oos," a play on the Jay Uso song "It's Just Me." He finally did it. Main event Jay finally won his solo championship by defeating Braun Breaker.
So I just want to say because I could have swore it was Zando who said that it was too early for Braun Breaker to lose his championship.
I was on that same wave.
Yeah, it was too early. It made no sense. Oh, it makes exact sense. So when I started reading on it, the main thing was that they were in talks of switching Braun Breaker into a baby face, only because of the reaction he gets from the crowd, right?
The dogs come a barking.
Yeah. So and it's cool. Like he's one of those middle guys that could either be heel, he could be face, it doesn't matter. But yeah, man, it was time. I think that WWE heard everybody calling saying that it it was either this or you got to scrap it. You got to change his name. Um, I feel like that match was epic though. For for a live show on TV, that jump was epic. That was a
And
PLE worthy match.
I will say they swerved us. Well, not really swerved us, but they gave a lot of false finishes. Like when Braun Breaker kicked out of the spear and the Uso splash, I was
at
like,
two
okay, Braun about to win.
at 2.99 seconds.
hmm But
Yeah,
then when Jay hit Braun with his own move when he speared him through the barricade,
I knew
and
it was
then went
over.
and did it again, I was like, okay,
Yep,
okay.
I knew it was over.
And this is one of the few times, like, you know how when people say stuff like, "Oh yeah, your title reign gonna be shorter than your stint in the NFL," when they say stuff like that, they normally don't win
Yeah.
because they normally don't call their shot and actually like deliver on it.
hmm
'Cause that's
But
just the wrestling business.
like I had said, and I had said last podcast that it's been a while since we've had a title change on live TV, especially in the main event, other than the tag team championship, right? But a singles title being changed on live TV main event, and to have the like just the excitement, the spectacles, and all of that rise from it. It's been a long time, and I felt like that this was the perfect timing. which
Yeah.
I said a lot of stuff. I said a lot of stuff on last podcast, and I stick by my words here. Like everything is coming to fruition because it's just the perfect setup. The perfect setup.
Oh, what up, Truth?
Oh Lord. I just read your message. What?
I know. I ain't want to say it on the show because I ain't trying to put nobody out there.
Whatever. But like I but so that leads us into the second part. What's next? Meaning
Like, where does he go from here?
where does Jay Uso go from here and who should he lose it to? So I just had a conversation. I had went to the office, I'm in this cornhole tournament and stuff like that at work. So I went to the office and I was talking to my boy Germ, and we had this exact conversation. What is next? And Trey, your philosophy is what's next. And
Yeah,
that philosophy is that Jay Uso will feud or should feud with Dominic Mysterio.
my boy. Now
And
that's what I'm going to get hyped.
and I feel that when that time comes, mind you, I feel like that this could get drawn out for a while, right? Um, let's see. Survivor Series is in November, right?
Uh-huh. Around
So
your
we got a
birthday.
month. So we got a month. I think November 30th, if I'm correct about the date. Um,
Well, we can check that.
but man, I feel like that if he feuds with Dom, Dom wins.
Hell yeah, he Dom wins.
He
They're gonna
has to.
have him. They're gonna have him and Liv with titles.
Yeah, they have to somehow make Dom dominant within the Judgment Day.
Hmm.
Because although Finn, there is no leaders, but Finn is like pretty much the orchestrator of everything.
Yeah. Hold on.
Dom,
They ain't no leaders. They ain't no leaders. But Liv was definitely barking out orders last week.
so she was doing the Rhea, right? But
Hmm. Now she gotta get her man with her.
let's go to like let's try get my words right. Let's take a travel back down memory lane. Usually within factions, the guy who has the girl is usually the leader,
Hmm.
right? You could think about when Dolph Ziggler when he had his little thing with
AJ.
when he with AJ and Big E, right? Then you talk about Triple H when he had Stephanie, and then he had what was there? I guess they had so many, right? They just had so many factions. But usually the person
Yeah,
that
because I
stands
don't
out,
think China was never a champion when she was with Triple H.
she was,
Was she?
yeah, she was
Did what? When? Hold on.
early DX. She was Intercontinental Champion.
I didn't think she was still part of DX when she was IC champ.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Um, but usually it's the guy who stands out who has the girl is usually like the leader or most dominant, if anything, right? So
Hmm.
just feel like Dom, especially he's going against Damian Priest, who's the headliner at this point, right? If you got
Hmm.
Dom going against a headliner like that, then Dom needs to be the one that stands out in front and he should be dominant with some kind of championship. Because tag team championships, that's like bottom of the barrel. Think about when Evolution had it, when it was Batista and Ric Flair holding it. The main two that really stood out was Triple H and Randy Orton because they were the world
Yeah.
champion and they were the IC champion. All right.
Uh-huh.
So that just puts me to my philosophy that I feel like that Dom will be the one. Now I've seen a lot of reports that say, "Oh, Jimmy Uso could come back. He can feud with him over that title." I just don't think that's gonna happen.
I'm not trying to see that shit.
Nah, but I feel like
That
Jay
WrestleMania match scarred me.
Jay Jay Uso has a lot of competition that he could go against. Right. My other so my second one I have two is first one is Dom. Second one is Xavier Woods.
Okay, yeah, because I have a list of people also trying to find it.
But my
But
top
yeah,
two
I agree. I
Xavier
agree.
Woods. And that just brings up New Day Uso rivalry. Xavier Woods being a heel, not being comedian, like not being his comedic self at this point, him being just straight like the aggressor, I feel like a make a good feud.
Also, I also said Ilya, but I don't think they would do it because Ilya's a face, and they won't do a
Hmm.
face versus face right now. But he would be one, and but he could be somebody that helps if Jay does feud with Dom. Ilya could help because he got issues with JD McDonough. They've had two segments in back-to-back weeks where Judgment Day ran up on Ilya,
Yeah,
so
I mean,
that could
and
be
this
another
is the
ally.
thing. He can he can feud with Ilya, right? But if he
Hmm.
feuds with Ilya, Braun Breaker is going to get in the midst of that too, because Braun Breaker is still going to be in the midst of the IC championship. He's not going to just be catapulted to the
Hmm.
World Heavyweight Championship yet. So he'll
A
feud
dark
with,
horse, a dark horse will be Bronson Reed also once he gets done with the Braun Strowman stuff. Because
yeah,
he was supposed to be in the tournament,
he
but he got
was.
but he got COVID.
I don't know what they're gonna do with him. Like him and this Braun Strowman thing is gonna go for a while. I know I've been calling a tag team out of them just the way everything's been set up. Like, come on, man. They're both fighting. They're fighting the freaking security on both sides of the ring. They're looking at each other. They're colliding. That's just the perfect setup of like two dominant forces tagging up.
Adam Pearce has no control over his show. Like this shit is crazy.
Oh no, he doesn't, and it's great. It's great.
Nick Aldis got all the control over his show.
Yeah, until it comes to the big stars.
Yeah, but he be checking the bloodline like it ain't nothing.
He do. He do.
He ain't scared of
But
nobody. But
but
but you were saying damn, I feel like you were said something and I wanted to speak about it. Um
you
oh no. Okay, now I know what it is. Now I know what it is. So you know how they made the stipulation about Dom being in the shark cage,
mhm.
um, and then but I gotta. They also had the graphic already made for the monsters last monster standing match where one is King Kong and the other is Godzilla.
Mhm.
When you were watching Raw, they said they put the graphic up about Dom being in the shark cage before they cut the promo.
Yeah, they did.
So I was like, I'm starting to notice, okay, WWE, I get that y'all are always thinking ahead, but I'm gonna need somebody in the back to like get it together. And like y'all niggas is spoiling stuff before they even say it.
Oh,
And that shit just made me laugh. That
I'm
shit just
pretty
made me
sure that
laugh.
they got a tongue lashing for that, you know what I'm saying? But
I'm like, y'all literally just because it was supposed to be a big deal that Dom is finally back behind bars and he gonna be lifted up and swinging and shit.
but at at the same time, it's like who did that? Chris Jericho was in the shark cage.
So was
Um
Enzo.
yeah, and Enzo. Um
What's the name? Chris Jericho.
Remember
Did
he
he have
broke
the
out.
keys? Did he have the keys with him, or did KO toss the keys up to him?
KO tossed the keys up to him, and remember he was getting out and he fell.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And then what was it when them niggas just broke out the cage? Because they couldn't find the keys. Was it AEW?
Yeah, I think so.
They just broke out. They just like started just they just slipped out the cage because they couldn't find the keys.
Mhm.
Uh, let me see. We're not. I'm not going to give my full prediction yet. That's for next week. Um, but I want. Dom probably gonna have a nervous breakdown in that damn cage. That's just gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, he's gonna play that off, especially with the whole being I can't be locked up again and stuff like that.
Hmm. Oh, do you want to see them niggas break the ring again?
No,
Strowman and Reed.
no, I'm over the whole ring breaking thing. Like when I was watching it and he went up there to try to attempt the suplex, I was like, I hope they don't do this again. Like the when Brock Lesnar and the Big Show did it that time, that was epic, right?
Hmm.
When Braun Strowman and Big Show did it, I was like, okay, like that, it makes sense. Even before that, you had Mark Henry and somebody who did it, right? And then it was just like, all right. look, we can't have this no more. So then we got a twist to it when Brock Lesnar lifted the ring with a tractor.
That was hilarious.
Now that was perfect because Roman actually fell, like he lost grip and he rolled out of the ring. So it wasn't just a play. But I don't want to see that again. I'm over the ring breaking. Like
I
y'all
like the
already made
feud.
y'all already made the turnbuckle snap.
I like the feud. The shit was hilarious when Dom and Liv pulled up in the lowrider and they trying to walk in and then the niggas are still fighting. Like it's like
Yeah.
they never stopped fighting. They've been
Nope.
fighting since last week.
Yeah. Like
But
literally.
all right, so uh this all ties into it. So uh Father Fatu, Rikishi, put out a tweet
Hmm.
talking about, hey mommy, go tell Jay congratulations or something like that,
He
which is
said,
ironic
"Hey, mommy,
because
it's time." He said, "Hey, mommy, it's time to party."
yeah, which is ironic
Hmm.
because he was going saying that he didn't even want this whole Rhea and Jay relationship thing to happen.
Listen, so
I've been wanting to talk about Rikishi for a minute, so we finally gonna do it.
yeah, so and this is how I know because I was for some reason it had popped up like I want to say a week ago, but old clips of um Total Divas when Jimmy and Naomi were about to get married. Right,
Hmm.
Rikishi did not approve of it.
I
So
remember.
one thing about Rikishi, he's strictly old school, right?
Hmm.
He is old school Samoan. And when I mean by that is your culture stays within your culture. That's how he sees it. And I was able to get actually a first person experience to that because the Barbarian who used to wrestle in WCW, his kids went to my high school. And so they will all
Mm,
anytime we had a award ceremonies, they will always do rituals in their haku and everything like that, but they were Tongan, but it was still within that. Like the family didn't approve them dating outside of their culture.
hmm.
So I look at them now, Petey and Joey, their wives are Tongan. But and that's because
Mm.
of their dad. You get what I'm saying? Like it comes from the home. So Rikishi, he's very overprotective of his kids. Mind you, all all his kids' wives are black. Uh
I'm about to say.
you
I say
know,
I've seen Jay's wife. She black as hell. Solo's wife is
yeah,
black.
yeah. So I wouldn't really worry about him. I just like sometimes when I see that, I'm like, I wonder what the wife think. You know what I'm saying? I wonder how she feel. Like uh Dom's Dom's wife, I think she had wrote something. She was just like she was saying like I trust him and everything. But let me tell you, that kiss with Liv, hey, that was along the narrow, like the thinnest line.
Oh, nigga, it's gonna be worse when after Bad Blood when he
Hmm.
actually tells Liv that he's in love with her and they kiss again because they've only kissed
But
twice.
I don't because of the relationship that Rhea has with Buddy and Jay has with his wife. I I, I think that's just as much as we're gonna get. What we
Yeah,
see
I
between them.
was, I ain't gonna lie, I was waiting for the picture of them two at Waffle House. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
Yeah,
But
we
speaking of Ricky,
we don't already got the airplane pit.
yeah, and then she did the thing where they showed her running out there all hobbled, yeeting.
Yeah, when he was during his entrance.
No, after he won.
Nah, that was during his entrance.
Oh, I thought it was after he won.
Nah,
Oh,
that was
okay.
during his entrance. Hmm.
Honestly, when he was doing his backstage interviews, I thought that she was gonna run up on him, but they're gonna do something on Monday.
Oh yeah,
They're gonna do
definitely.
something. They're gonna do something on Monday. Uh, but what do you think about Rikishi's comments about Jacob Fatu? Say that they're pushing him too hard.
So, what is Jacob Fatu to Rikishi? Is that his nephew, cousin? Like, what is it?
They related because I was watching a breakdown that the Usos were doing, and then
Yeah,
they was like, oh yeah, we can't forget Jacob Fatu, the Samoan werewolf. Y'all better watch out for him. This was like 3 years ago.
yeah.
Uh, so I think he might be like a nephew,
Okay, so
like their cousin.
um,
But I don't see how
yeah,
you could say that Jacob Fatu is getting pushed too. He hasn't even had a solo match yet, or single match. He's only been in tag matches.
that's true.
I guess because Cody singled him out and he's clearly going to have eventually a one-on-one match with Roman. I guess that's kind of how they're pushing him. Like they're making him the breakout star of the new bloodline.
So it's fair to say that no, it's not fair to say because when Solo came, they kind of took it real slow with him.
They
Um,
did.
he just really scrapped for them. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't in a lot of matches at the beginning when he first joined the bloodline. Um, I feel like that's a once again overprotection thing. It's two sides to that. I think it's an overprotection thing because Jacob Fatu is outshining Solo, right? I think
Without
it's
even trying.
r- exactly. He's just more athletic, right? He can't help that. Look, he's been wrestling in the Indies all his life. That's where you get most of your athleticism from. Um,
When he cut that one promo, I think it was MLW somewhere, when he had the bottle of Henny next to him and he was smoking hella Newports,
yeah,
that shit was funny as hell.
yeah, like straight hood. Um, but at the same time, I kind of agree with Rikishi. Is like if he loses,
And they already
what?
took the title off of him because they put it on Tongaloa.
But if he loses, what happens?
I don't think it hurts him if he loses because he's an enforcer, so he's just there to enforce right now.
But he's one of those guys that even you said no sales, right?
Well, yeah, right
Be-
now,
because
yeah,
he's unstoppable. I feel
because
like
his aura. That's kind of how was Solo like that. Was Solo no selling like that when he first joined?
mm,
I feel like he was initially.
Solo wasn't really getting hit like that. I
Yeah,
think
well, Jacob really don't really be well. That's a lot because they had tag matches, so he do be getting hit.
yeah.
Okay.
And like they hit they finisher or they signature move on him, and this man to snap out of it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like,
hmm
and I guess his real
They got him
test,
on Damien. They got him on Damien Priest level of no selling.
right? And so it comes down to bad blood. I guess the top two people in the company hit you, you got to go down. It's Roman
Yeah.
and but
Oh, one more thing. That running hip thrust or toss that he did to DIY in the back.
mhm,
Oh my God. If that would have
yeah,
connected for real, that motherfucker he probably dead.
yeah, he an animal, man. Um,
Mm.
I because of the talent that Jacob Fatu has, you got to let him roll and show his talent,
And they
right?
haven't even unleashed him yet. He ain't even cut a promo yet.
If you would have had him doing the same thing that Solo was doing, then it would have got real dry. You
Yeah, you
you
had to
got to
switch it up.
yeah, you had to bring in the heat real quick because they were rolling on a staleness. Like the Bloodline 2.0 was like, all right, we're over this, and then they bring Jacob and oh yo, this dude could go. Like he could do a moonsault. He just jumps on top of the ring like Braun Breaker, like on top of the ring post. So um
And speaking of the new bloodline, Hikuleo, he signed an NXT deal.
I have
So he's
questions
doing the
about
solo.
that.
He's doing the solo because Solo started in NXT.
And I have questions concerning about that. Because if he's going to NXT, how long do you keep him in NXT? And I feel like,
Exactly, because if we're doing a bloodline versus bloodline war games and you want him to be a part of it, then you would have to bring him up by the end of November.
but I understand why they put him in NXT because this man hasn't wrestled in God knows how long.
Yeah, and
He's been training.
he's big and he's tall, and I don't know, you know what I'm
He's
saying?
Kevin
Them dudes,
Nash's.
yeah, the
Yeah,
coordination. I didn't really watch a lot of him in ROH or Japan, so I don't really know
he can go, but
his
I'm gonna
move
tell you,
set like that.
he reminds you of Big Bill.
A big bill.
Yeah, he could be like more Damian Priestish, but I feel like he's a little bit too stiff because Hikuleu's almost he's like 6'9", 6'10", close to that.
Hmm.
Yeah, so he's
Yeah,
big.
ain't Priest
So
like 6'8"?
yeah, some. So and
Oh
then
like
I'm
that.
looking at like Zilla, he's still out there.
I don't know what the hell going on with Zilla. Is I don't know if this is a work
You
or
still got
what.
another.
Him his Zilla and his contract with GCW. Like, is
That's
that a
not work.
work?
He. I'm gonna tell you, he talked to somebody with WWE and says if you have any interest of signing with WWE in the near future, you cannot do a GCW match that's gonna cause any kind of extensive injury that could prohibit you on signing a contract with us.
Cause he's a champ.
I get it, he's a champ, but at the same time, like GCW is like three times as hardcore than ECW was.
Yeah, that's where Matt Cardona. That's why he started calling himself Deathmatch King because he was doing all them
Right.
death matches in GCW.
Exactly. So and Zilla, like he put out a statement, regarding all of this and stuff like that. Of course, GCW retracted. Well, another indie show retracted, and they said that he was gonna be there. They got him scheduled to wrestle, and I feel like he's still doing this indie stuff to stay uh active, right? To stay in condition because I feel like he could have been signed with WWE.
Hmm. That's why
Um,
it shocked me. Like I didn't when Jacob popped up, I was like, oh shit, I thought it was gonna be Zilla.
nah, I know he's still kind of green. They want to see a little bit more. There's scouts out there, recruits out there that's watching his matches and everything, making sure like, all right, he needs to clean up a little bit even before we bring him over here.
Hmm.
All that, but
Do you think that when Zilla shows up, that him and Solo are gonna have a match to see
oh,
who is the rightful owner of the spike?
you got to, you got to, and and when Zilla comes, like
Technically, Zilla's the rightful owner of it because it was his father's.
when Zilla comes, he has to debut with the Umaga face paint.
Oh, that'd be dope.
He has to.
That would
He
be so
has
dope.
to. He has to. They have to do that. Like that's come on,
Well, you
man.
see his wrestling attire is damn near Umaga's.
Exactly. So
But I think he wrestles with boots on though.
he does. But if they do the
Yeah,
face paint, like that's perfect. That's perfect.
yeah. Now, let's get to the next topic. This, I, it was good, but damn, this shit was dramatic as hell. The Roman and Cody promo, that shit was
Hold up.
dramatic as hell. I was
Hold on.
laughing.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
It got good at the end though.
This the cinematics. And I just saw
Yes.
somebody post. Say WWE is cinema. AEW is pure, what did they say? Uh pure live audience quality, right? Because AEW did that promo with Brian Danielson and who did he fight? What's his name?
Nigel McGuinness.
Nigel
To
McGuinness.
my
When they
last one.
did their jump,
To my yeah.
yeah, they had issues. Remember the video cut
Hmm.
out,
Hmm.
but so they were doing a compare and contrast. When WWE does it, it's like a freaking movie. When AEW does it, we get Tubi. But
But what do you think of the content of the conversation Roman and Cody had?
yo, it was deep. Like it was deep. I was for it. Like the setup. Come on, at Georgia Tech field, Cody's from Atlanta. Roman played for Georgia Tech. It was the perfect setup. The
I
whole
was laughing at
yo,
my. I was like, why? I was like, why are they in the middle of a football field? Like, I was going crazy.
yeah. Until you had to put it all together, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
But just the opening, you got Cody driving there, right? Like he's coming from
Hmm.
home, driving to the stadium.
Hmm.
I think
And he made mention of it too. He said 7 cars, huh? Because Roman had a whole detail.
so. I think the I'm so iffy if I would have did the whole trust factor to where when Cody said, "I just want to know if I can trust if I can
You
trust
see, now
you
I'm about to go on my Cody rant.
if I can hold on if you can have my back the same way I plan on having yours." That's what he said. So I can have your back. Um,
Hmm.
that part, oh man, it just makes if he's the champion, right?
Hmm.
He's not supposed to sound so weak.
Thank you.
He's not supposed to
Thank you.
sound so
Thank
weak.
you.
They're
God,
making
Cody is
him,
such a gullible. He is such a gullible champion. He believes everything everybody tells him.
and that's why KO was pissed
He
off.
never question. He never questions anything.
And that's why KO was pissed off. Like, um, but then to have Roman be like, "What do you want from me?" Like, you're really still making Roman the boss, regardless
Yeah.
of title or not. He's the boss. But his closing when he when he said you're in my way and Cody stepped aside and he said no, you're in my way of life in life. I was like, whoa,
No, that was a mic drop moment.
whoa. I was like, hold up, Roman. Hey,
Nah, but I did like the dynamic between them when Roman was like, "You're in a lose lose. I don't have anything to lose. They
yeah,
took Jimmy from me. They took my Ulafala from me. You have my championship. They took my
yeah,
wise man from me. I'm a man
yeah,
without a country." And then
yeah,
Cody said, "That's what I told you was going to happen. I told
mm,
you that at the end of all of this, you're going to be alone and by yourself, and look where you are."
yeah,
So I like that. I did
yeah,
like that because he
mm-hmm,
told the truth. I
mm-hmm,
like when everything goes full circle. Like, nigga,
mm-hmm.
I told that you keep playing with me, you gonna lose everything.
And it all started with the championship.
Yep. Started with the championship,
Yep.
then all the dominoes fell after that. And
Mm-hmm,
at first I thought that he was going to mention Jay. I thought that he was going to be like, you took Jay from me because
mm-hmm.
technically Cody did
Yeah,
because he the one that got him to got him to Raw. So
yeah.
I thought that he was going to say that, but he didn't mention Jay at all. Um,
So they're keeping that apart. And this goes back to Jay. And it goes back to what I said last week as far as when it comes down to this war games, I need everybody to understand. Sammy is not in on the OG Bloodline war games. He's not in that match.
yeah,
Like I'm almost I give you 25% chance that Sammy will be in that match. But I'm almost 100% sure Cody's going to be in that
yep.
match.
Wow, probably during one of the Smackdowns, I was like, yeah, Cody gonna be in that War Games match.
And it Jimmy will probably be in that War Games match.
Oh yeah, Jimmy's coming back. He's
And
cleared.
I'm at a debacle right now. I'm at a I'm at a debacle right now. So you got three potential people that could also be in that War Games match. You got Randy Orton and KO, and I say those two because they've always had Cody back against the Bloodline. Cody needs somebody to
Hmm.
support him. But if they're still gonna tie this Jay Uso thing in there, it's and where it could still cause friction between Roman and Cody, and if they do it right, Roman. So Wise Man comes back before War Games, right?
Hmm.
Roman sends Wise Man to Raw to go speak with Jay. Jay declines it. Next week, Cody shows up at Raw to talk to Jay. That's when we get Jay in there because Cody asked him to join the team, not because Roman.
I agree with that somewhat, but I honestly don't think that because what everybody's waiting for is the one-on-one between Roman and Jay when Roman owns up to
Yeah,
what he did to
that's
Jay.
what they. But that's what I'm saying. They keep
That's
they
what we're,
keep
that's
po-
what we're waiting on.
but they keep posting that that's what's gonna happen, and I feel like that is they're posting that because that would seem so obvious, right? But you got to think
It
of the
needs to
history.
happen at a it needs to happen at a PLE when both brands are there because I don't see Roman showing up on Raw.
No, and it could happen. It could happen the week before it, right?
Hmm.
But leading into it, you got to cause friction and you got to cause turmoil because this is war games. I feel like right now, war games is almost damn near better than Royal Rumble.
Yeah, it depends.
It
Um,
depends
it depends
because
on what the teams are
right,
and if
it
there's any
depends on the dynamic.
stipulations.
But last year, I feel like War Games was better than Royal Rumble, right? That's just me,
Hmm.
biasness, right? But to set this up with perfect dynamic, cinematic drama, all that, the male version of a soap opera, you have to be the wise man talks to Jay, decline. Cody talks to Jay, I'll think about it. Roman talks to Jay, and Jay was like, Cody, so you sent a wise man. I told him no. Cody came and talked to me. I'm pretty sure you know that. In order for me to join this team, this is what I need from you. And Roman's gonna do his face that
Yep. What do you want?
what do you want from me? Like you get what I'm saying? So
You
in
think they
order
would
for
send Jimmy? You think they would send Jimmy to talk to him?
if they want to do it in a 4-part process, that's perfect. You
Hmm.
send his brother who he just had beef with, and okay, his brother probably gonna be the second to last person. Of course, his brother was gonna be like, he has to get the apology from his brother,
Hmm.
you know. Or Roman could tell Jimmy to go do it, to go get Jay, and Jay could be like, "Man, I ain't going," or Jimmy could be like, "Man, I ain't going over there to get Jay."
Doing that dumb shit he do when he like, I
Yeah,
ain't doing
yeah,
that shit.
yeah. And then Roman would be like, "I
Just
told
growl
you
at him.
to go. Yeah, I told you to go there. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be at Raw. I'm gonna go to Raw and go talk to him. Like so,
Oh, and then I think what would make it, well, I don't know if it'll make it better, but it would be funny is if when Jimmy rolls up, Jay is talking to Sammy, so they all
yeah.
there. Because
Hmm.
remember, when Jay was beefing with Sammy, Jimmy was the one that was holding Sammy down.
And now Jay and Sammy doing the handshake.
Yeah, they inseparable.
Yeah. So I mean,
Uh,
it's gonna be good how they play it. I hope they play it out the way that I'm saying it because that's just drama, man.
yeah.
Drama for your mama.
Speaking of war games being better than Royal Rumble, they say it's probably going to be the women's war game is going to be Team Liv versus Team Rhea because Rhea already said who she would want on her team. She said the tag champs, Bianca and Jade, and then who else did she say? Did she say Lyra and somebody else? I forgot,
Mm,
but I don't know. But yeah, so I can't wait until we finally get the Bloodline reunion.
hmm.
Now going back to Jay, I think. Do you think that he will lose the title before War Games?
Nah, he carries that in.
Okay.
The reason
Yeah,
why you
because he
can
has to. He has to show Roman that he could do it without him. Because the whole thing was, you made me the right hand, but then you kept keeping you kept holding me back.
hmm And if you do it right, Jay's the one who wins it for him.
Hmm.
He's the one who
Now,
wins it.
if for some reason in an alternate universe in the multiverse, if somehow Randy Orton and KO was on that team with Roman and Cody, they gonna turn on Cody in that match.
Well, I was getting to that point. If KO is in that match, right? If they do
He's turning.
something where KO is in that match and they win, he's turning on Cody after.
Hmm.
He is. Because he's like, you dragged me into this.
It's
You
just,
know the
it's just,
history.
and it's just hard to believe that as much issues he's having with the new bloodline, his issues with Roman, those are like scars that he's never going to heal from.
Yep.
Roman tortured this man for 4 years,
And Cody keeps bringing him back into it.
and that goes back to Cody being so damn gullible and trusting. Now you're
Yep.
putting your friends, the people that had your back, you're putting them in situations that they don't want to be in, that they don't even have to be in, because you're asking them to do you a favor.
Yep.
So it's going to be interesting. But let's. So speaking of, which match do you think should main event Bad Blood? I don't know if they've already came out and said it, but I've heard different things.
So right now they're in the whole conversation now whether it should be Roman and Cody versus the Bloodline or CM Punk and
Drew.
Drew. I don't want to say it, but I feel like CM Punk and Drew
I'll say
will
that's what I want to main
probably
event.
headline.
That's what I want to main event.
What?
Drew and Punk.
I mean, it's a Hell in a
They
Cell.
have,
You in
they
the
have, but they between them two and Finn and Priest, they have the most bad blood in all of the matches.
well,
More Drew and Punk.
Which everybody in this doggone pay per view has bad blood in this
Yeah,
PLA.
but this is literally like they've already made each other bleed in that damn strap match.
Nah, I
Like
get it.
they like I feel like their beef is the most intense,
I'm only
which
saying
is why
because
it's going to Hell in a Cell.
I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying the dynamic of the match because it's a Hell in a Cell. How many matches? How many PLEs slash pay per views have you seen where there was a match after a Hell in a Cell match? Not many.
I'm about to say, wasn't the when Edge fought Undertaker in Hell in a Cell, was that the main event?
They had like two or three Hell in a Cell matches.
Okay, I can't even remember what year it was, but Edge was the
Yeah,
world champion, I think.
yeah.
I think
But
that's when he was with Vicky.
the most recent one was um it was the Undertaker and Triple H with Shawn Michaels. That
Mm.
that was a in I
That
mean
was that was that
that
was
was
WrestleMania, wasn't
WrestleMania. That was WrestleMania.
it?
But still, it was a Hell in a Cell match and it main evented. So most Hell in a Cell matches main events the match.
Yeah. Oh,
Main
Xander in the
events.
building. Damn, Xander,
So
you missed some good topics, brother.
so yeah, I would if you're doing crowd appealing of
I think the only way that the tag match should main event is if something's going to happen at the end.
okay, so this also I'm gonna just throw this out there. They might Drew McIntyre and CM Punk might main event this because they're not gonna main event WrestleMania. There, I said it.
Well, yeah, the feud is done after this.
No, just period. Either one of them are not gonna main event
Oh,
WrestleMania. So I feel like this
you don't think if Punk has the world title that he's not gonna main event night one?
is main event in night one the same as main event in night two.
I mean, it's better than not main event at all.
He might main if he's going against Seth Rollins, then he'll main event night one.
I don't even know what that means. Okay. Anyway, um, I saw somebody say this on Twitter. They said, "Damn, that's crazy. They about to have a Hell in a Cell and a shark cage all attached to the rafters for that whole night."
Facts. That's facts.
Um, but yeah, I think because Paul Heyman did say he's getting ready to make his way back to TV.
Yeah, he's just waiting for the right time.
It possibly could happen at Bad Blood. It's
Yeah,
possible. Um,
for him to introduce Roman.
mhm.
Yeah.
Now, uh, we're getting this. So we're off bloodline topics for now. Uh, there was a there was a little Easter egg that popped up when uh Liv and Dom were arguing with Pierce about Dom being in the shark cage. And
Hmm.
if you paid attention closely, everybody got the snapshots. The Lily the doll from Alexa Bliss was laying on the on one of the little trunks, one of the
Hmm.
trunks.
Equipment trunk.
Yeah. So this is because a lot of people have been saying that that the Judgment Day will be the Wyatt Six next victims per se,
Mm. Hmm.
because of the way they turned on Damien and Rhea. Um, so my question is, do you believe that's to happen? Do you believe that that's setting up a returning Alexa Bliss to feud with Liv? Like, what do you think of the doll being there?
Mm. I don't know, but
Does Alexa Bliss join the Wyatt Six? Her and Nikki become
okay.
a tag team again?
So this is my thing. Alexa Bliss. If she joins the Wyatt Six, she doesn't come back the same Alexa Bliss.
What's she gonna
I
look like?
I just had a very torturing image. A female fiend.
That'd be dope.
A
That would be
female
dope.
fiend. A female fiend. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Nikki's already the witch.
Right. You can't have two people that were because when Alexa Bliss left, like when she was feuding with when the Fiend was feuding with Randy, she kind of gave us that witchy vibes when she had the black stuff falling over her face
Yeah.
and everything like that. So, and she came back as her little Funhouse Alexa. We don't want to see Funhouse Alexa. So I feel like that a female Fiend gotta be, yeah, that work would be crazy.
She gonna have the dreads.
Just her regular hair, just messy and stuff like that, but a
Oh,
nice female version
and
of the mask.
remember when she was rolling with the fiend, she was hitting that Sister Abigail.
Exactly, man.
She was hitting that.
And that could just be like Uncle Howdy's secret weapon.
Because
Yeah,
he uses it too. So you
yeah.
have a male and a female using the Sister Abigail.
Hmm.
So okay, I like that. Yeah, but I think it is because after the Rhea Damien stuff, they're gonna pause. I think they're gonna pause both feuds. F Priest and Finn, I don't know how long that's gonna go, honestly. Rhea and Liv's gonna go for a while after this. They might take a break and then bring it back around November.
Yeah, I mean,
If they're
it could go.
doing the Survivor Series, but
Yeah,
they need something to do in between then.
I
So feuding
mean,
with the Wyatts would do that.
or yeah, I mean, the men anyway, because I feel like
Yeah,
that Rhea, if we get to Raquel Rodriguez,
that's going to be what gives Rhea and Liv the pause is
right,
Raquel coming back.
because Rhea is gonna have to start battling with Raquel all over
hmm
again. So
hmm
yeah,
All right. So next topic. Okay, did you see the Wesley Wentz promo on
I
NXT?
did, I did.
For one, shout out to Wentz. Did not realize he was engaged to Gigi.
Yeah, yeah.
And then okay, so WWE, they keep saying, or like CM Punk tried to say, like, oh, it's not gonna be that much different when it goes to Netflix. In a backstage segment with Kathy Kelly, Rhea dropped the F bomb, and then these two was dropping F bombs in that entire promo.
Segment. Yeah. Oh,
So you can't tell me that when they get to Netflix, it's gonna be different. They dropping F bombs already.
bro, it is gonna be like the whole the the whole not bleeping it. Like it's gonna be on some AEW type stuff.
Yeah, they eventually started believing in TBS and TNT were like, all right, now y'all getting a little too free with the
Yeah, because I
words.
remember it was like, and that's the thing, man.
They
They
still they will blank out the middle finger, but you just can't say fuck anymore.
Yeah, like, and then the crowd, man, when they do that holy shit chants, like I remember it
Mhm.
went like 3 minutes where you couldn't hear nothing because the crowd kept saying it,
Mhm.
and I'm just like, bro, it like the kids hear it, the kids say it, like, what are you bleeping it out for?
And because they just mute the whole thing because it's not like you every time they say shit you can mute it, and then
Hmm.
and then you can hear them say holy, they just mute the whole thing.
Yep.
Now, I do want to before we get to the next topic, I do want to bring up what I texted the group. Um, there is a graphic going around that Gunther will be rematching Priest on SmackDown the October 25th in Brooklyn.
When it goes off the
So
air,
okay, so this is a dark match.
basically.
Okay, because it says SmackDown featuring Raw superstars. Because I was like, okay, well that means that Sammy's not going to get this rematch no time soon, and if he does, he's gonna lose
Yeah, basically.
because this is because they're promoting this a month away.
Yeah, but it says, I think what you put in the group. Yeah, if you it says following SmackDown.
Oh, okay, it does say Fall SmackDown. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, so it is
But
gonna
he's
be a
still going to be the champion. So
yep, yep. So that's that.
okay, moving on. So the Vince documentary came out to yesterday on
I don't
Netflix.
watch. I
Have you
think I'm
watched it?
on. I think I'm on episode 3. I
I
had to
haven't watched
pause.
any of it yet.
I had to
I haven't watched
pause
any of
on
it
it.
yet.
I had to pause on it because I wouldn't have got no sleep watching it.
So
Yeah.
my question is, uh, well, number one, without spoiling anything, because I haven't watched it yet, what are your overall thoughts so far from the 3 episodes you've watched? And how do you want to navigate this? Do you think that we should do like a episode by episode review, or did just everybody watch it and then we just do one big show about all the episodes?
Um, I think we should do just watch it.
Just watch it
Watch
and
it.
then at the end, just come
Yeah,
together and just
yeah,
talk about it. Okay.
yeah. Because all right, so we've gotten. I'm just say this without ruining it. So if you watch any of like Dark Side of the Ring or Dark Side of the Mat,
Yeah. Dark Side of the Ring.
you kind of get some of that into this documentary, right?
Okay.
You kind of already understand a lot of the stuff, like without talking about Vince himself. You understand the WCW aspect, the WWF, the WWE, his just the start of the company and all that kind of stuff. So you get that part. I think where it makes it more interesting is you really learn about this guy. You really learn about him. Like a lot of stuff that you probably would have never thought. Um
So watching it, do you understand why Vince tried to buy the rights to it so he could get rid of it?
he he did that because of all the stuff that was going on after the production, because all the slander he received happened like during the production of the documentary.
Mm,
The
okay.
lawsuits and stuff like that, it happened during the production of like the final episodes of the documentary.
And also, did you see what Bruce Pritchard said? He said that the documentary is a hit piece.
A hit piece.
Yeah, meaning that is they literally put it out just to slander Vince. He doesn't like it at all. He said it was a setup.
Who Bruce Pritchard said it was a setup?
Bruce Pritchard. Yeah.
I don't agree with that. Um, so
I mean,
yeah,
Vince agreed to do it.
that's the part, right? That's the part.
Do
Now,
you think
whatever.
that maybe they didn't tell him what they were going to ask or something?
Nah, 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 nah. I like what Zandel said. Once the reports and stuff came out to the point where Vince retired, sold the company, and all of that, that's when the dirty slander happens.
Mm.
So Vince wasn't included in the final episodes.
Oh, okay.
So this is where everybody else's truth. Oh, Vince not here. Hey, I'm dropping a dime. This happened. This happened. This
Okay,
happened.
that
This
might that
happened.
might be that must be what Bruce Pritchard was talking about then.
Yeah, because just from me watching the first three episodes, I'm just like, wow, really? Like me and my wife was watching it, so we're like, dang. Mm. It make you really think like, oh, this is the way. This is why he is the way he is.
Did you uh did you watch the Mercedes Monet Breakfast Club interview?
I did not. I meant to watch it, but I didn't.
Charlamagne asked her why she left WWE, and she said that the chairman at the time, I didn't like the way he was talking to me, and it was really disrespectful, and she didn't get too into it. Um, but she did bring it up
I mean,
that
everybody
that's why
knew
she
Vince.
left. Yeah.
Everybody knew Vince had the attitude where it was, "Hey, you're doing this. You
Hmm.
don't have a choice, or this is what's going to happen. Oh, I don't like that. Well, you could be replaced." And it was just as easy as that.
All right, so I'm really going to yeah, true. It was a really good interview. I liked
You
it.
you you have to do it on an off day because you're going to be stuck.
Yeah. Well, I might do
Not
it
while you
tomorrow
working, not while you working because
then.
you want to be locked into this.
I might do it either tomorrow or this weekend.
Yeah.
Uh, and then we'll reconvene. uh, now AEW Grand Slam. Let's go ahead and get some AEW in here. This should be quick. Uh, Nigel McGuinness came out. We didn't know Danielson was going to be cleared after he was attacked by Blackpool.
Yeah.
He came out. He it was a good match.
Mhm.
Um, he tapped out Nigel. Nigel
Mhm.
said thank you, apparently.
Mhm.
And then um, later on in the show, we'll get to what happened. But the Young Bucks defeated Fletcher and Osprey.
I'm so over. Okay, and I would say that's the only reason why they won is because Osprey stopped Fletcher from you was it using the chair or it was using a weapon or something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah. But you know me. You know how I feel. I'm over the Bucks winning.
Yeah, their matches. I will say that their matches. It's a lot of rinse and repeat with them. It's a lot of the same stuff. But
That's what I said last week.
that sequence though, when they was hitting them, when they hit them moves, I forgot like the X Factor joint, and
Yeah.
then fucking Osprey popped right back up and hit him with the elbow.
Hmm.
I
But
was
I
like,
said
okay.
that their matches are different depending on who they go against.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's something about Kyle Fletcher. Like he has the look to be a star,
Hmm.
but his promos aren't that good. Got a weird voice. I don't know if
Yeah.
it's because he's Australian, but he has the look to be a star. So I see him getting a singles championship eventually. And I'm trying to figure out why they're still part of the Don Callis family. I don't even know who's in that damn family.
Who knows?
So they talking about Takeshita is being looked at by WWE to go
Yeah.
over there.
Hmm.
Now let's see what else. What else? What else? Oh, Hook finally retired the FTW title. Had a little nice moment with Taz.
Yeah, I
That was
seen
good to
that. That
see.
was good. That was good.
That was good
We
to
got
see.
we got MVP.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that for the end because we got to talk
No.
about. Well, fuck it. You already since you said it. Nana came out to talk about Swerve because everybody knows Swerve was taking a break, so he came out to give an update on him, and then MVP. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Mhm.
MVP.
Yep.
Um, if if the Hurt Business, Bobby Lashley and Sheldon Benjamin, Shelton come, who should be the other member of the new Hurt Business 2.0?
No, I do not want to see Swerve is too big to be in a faction. He did it
I
already.
saw some. I saw some people saying Hobbs.
Bro, nobody. I don't even want to see the Hurt Business in AEW. I,
But if you listen to everybody in AEW, they have creative freedom, so Hurt Business actually get to do the stuff they wanted to do in WWE.
it's gonna be the Filthy Animals reboot.
He said, "Nah, nah, we're shucking and jiving."
It's gonna be the Filthy Animals reboot. But if it had to be somebody, yeah, I mean Hobbs probably makes the most sense because they
I
do
can
need
see
muscle.
that. Or if they want to make it a little like expand the group, I could see like Private Party joining them, so they have a tag team.
No, because that's what should have been done with. That's what they were gonna do with the Street Profits. No.
I'm just saying because yeah, because Cedric he's resigned with WWE. He's on NXT now. He rolling with Ashanti the Adonis.
Yeah.
So um, but yeah, MVP showing up that was good. I did like that. Mariah May won her match. Um, again, some Japanese wrestler I forgot. Uh, Moxley and Darby Allen. So Moxley, no, Darby Allen put his title shot on the line against Moxley. I feel like
Mhm.
we all knew that Moxley was going to win.
Mhm.
Because they're building up to Danielson versus Moxley,
Yep.
which we've already gotten before when Brian Danielson was looking at Moxley and he was just going out there and watching his matches and he was like, yo man, we should join up. And what did Moxley say? I can't
Mhm.
stand with you if I can't bleed with you. I got to bleed with you
Yeah.
first before I can stand with you, something like that. It was a good
Mhm.
match. I like the way that they've repackaged Marina Shafir. I like the way they've
Yeah.
repackaged her. They got her on some like Rhea Ripley, Beth Phoenix shit where she be like just tearing dudes up.
Mhm.
Uh, and then the rest of the Blackpool came out to assist. Still no Yuta,
Yeah.
so it looks like he hasn't made a decision yet because he's still be on like Rampage and ROH because he's a ROH champion, I think. Isn't he the pure champion?
Mhm.
No,
No.
or
Uh.
he was. Not anymore. Not anymore. Okay, but what do you see? Uh, what do you see going forward with this build up to Moxley and Danielson Part Two?
Moxley's gonna retire Danielson.
I can see that. I can see that.
Yep.
You got to think Danielson has literally fought everybody that there is in the company. He's fought
That he
everybody, fought
wanted
all the
to.
big stars.
Yep.
Yeah,
That he wanted to.
I was about to say I
Yep.
don't think he fought Adam Cole, but he fought Adam Cole in WWE on SmackDown, and Adam Cole won.
Mhm.
He's already fought Kenny. He's fought MJF.
Yep.
Uh, I'm mad that we never got him and Punk in AEW. I feel like we eventually were going to get that.
Yeah, we were.
Um, yeah, they were building up to it. He fought Swerve.
He fought
He fought
Hangman.
he fought Osprey.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's fought Wardlow. I think he's fought everybody. Um, now
Yeah.
did you see what Adam Copeland said? He said that AEW is they're going to. He said dream matches are cool, but their AEW is going to now try to focus on some long term storytelling. I was like, well, damn, finally. The best story that they told was the Hangman and Swerve because that spanned multiple months. It was the deepest feud with the most hate. So
yeah.
and the feud is still. I feel like the feud is still going. I feel like it's not over. I feel like that feud ain't never gonna be over.
They so I can't. I'm making you go back to the long term storytelling, right?
Hmm.
Honestly, who do they have?
Oh yeah, he said MJF and Cole. That was a good one too.
Who do they have that can do the storytelling for them to write this long term storytelling,
Uh, we got Dean Malenko.
bro? Because we've seen
They
from
they got
SmackDown on
Jericho.
you,
They got
nah, nah,
Jericho. They
nah,
got
nah.
Taz.
I need that like
You
that.
got
No, Taz is not a
Jim
bad one,
Ross.
but
Jim
you got
Ross.
rid of. Not you didn't get rid of, but he's gone. He's back at WWE. William Regal. That's the main person that I know can book long term storytelling, right? And
Hmm.
you're just thinking, and when you do this, you don't want to have
Oh, I'm glad you brought up William Regal. I got something to say about that, but go ahead.
a whole bunch of wrestlers trying to make this storytelling when they also like they're creating these stories, then they gotta wrestle their stories or they gotta promote their stories because sometimes that can, I don't know, that could get messy. But when you got people whose job it was to build these kind of stories, that's what you really need. So before they start really doing this long term storytelling stuff, like they really have to get somebody who's back there whose job is just to do nothing but right.
And Arn Anderson, let him go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a
Uh,
lot of people who's like that was good at it that's not there anymore.
I'm glad that you brought up William Regal. And I feel like if we're doing long term storytelling, remember when William Regal turned his back on Moxley by
Hmm.
giving the ring to MJF,
Yeah,
and he was about to beat William Regal's ass, and who stopped him? Brian
Danielson.
Danielson.
Hmm.
I feel like that's going to come full circle. Because
Oh
Moxley
yeah.
was never really he was never the same after that.
Nope.
The Blackpool Combat Club just didn't hit the same as it
No.
was before because the leader turned his back on the one of the first people he recruited
Yep.
to the group,
Yep. That's
and
true.
and he, so I think that's some long term storytelling for your ass.
Yeah, but and that's I'm like Regal, perfect person because he was the one that started the story. Like you get what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. But I'm not gonna deep dive into that though.
And everybody knows AEW ain't got no problem mentioning people from other promotions, so William Regal will get brought up.
That's true.
uh, I believe that's it for AEW. Oh yeah, it's looking like it's looking like Daniel Garcia might be gone, bro.
Yeah, he's actually supposed to be in talks with WWE.
So damn, so okay, shout out to MJF. You put you put Daniel Garcia over like a motherfucker, even though he's about to leave.
Yeah, basically he about to probably go to NXT.
All right. All right, everybody. That is all of the topics, but I do have a subscriber question. This is from our subscriber Tion. Let me see. I'm not gonna say this first one, but
Why not the first
with
one?
okay, it says category top three smashable WWE or NXT
Nope.
female
Nope.
superstars.
Nope.
I told you.
Okay, I just wanted to hear the topic.
I got my list, but all
Nope.
right, but all right. Here's the other question. With Raquel Rodriguez's return, what are the possible scenarios or storylines you would like to see?
I think we kind of talked about it. I mean, the
Yeah.
whole women's version of Shawn Michaels and Diesel.
Hmm.
Eventually it's like she's basically gonna play her part the same way Liv did, do what she gotta do until she gets her shot in her moment. Because I definitely could see Raquel as a future champion. So I feel like that her coming back, joining the Judgment Day, not necessarily a member of the Judgment Day, but just kind of is like Liv's
Like an affiliate.
bodyguard per se.
Hmm.
She's gonna do everything she can, get real close to Liv again, and then boom, stab her in the back and take the championship from her.
Now and then, this is he asked me like three questions. I was like, okay, cool. He said, "Who would you rather see? Who do you want to see compete for each men's title?" IC, we talked about that already.
Hmm.
The US and the heavyweight. So out of those three titles, who do you want to see compete for it?
Bro, for the U.S. title, I need a brand shakeup.
It's either going to be Andrade or Melo
Yeah,
right now.
it's gonna be mellow, but I need a brand shakeup for the mid card. I'm sorry, I'm tired of seeing the
We'll
same people.
we'll get the draft right before Netflix deal. Right before
Yeah,
they go to Netflix, we'll get the draft.
it's
Um,
it's awful right now. I do want to see Xavier Woods get a mid card championship. Mm, U.S.
oh
title.
hold on real quick. Did you see speaking of Woods, how do you like his interaction with Ray on Monday?
Oh yeah, I like it. It's soon gonna go
Mhm.
down to him versus Kofi.
He need to be the one to retire Kofi.
Yeah, I said it's
Oh,
either gonna be
Big E's getting a scan in the next 3 to 6 months, I think, to let him know
okay.
if he's officially going to be done.
Got you. Well, I said even when it gets closer to that, Big E's somehow gonna try to step in, try to save the New Day.
Hmm.
Yeah. A World Heavyweight Championship.
I'm
You know,
sick of Sammy begging. I'm sick of Sammy begging Gunther for another fight. Like, bro,
I really do want to see Finn win that World Heavyweight Championship. Um,
I think it would be dope if he beat Gunther for it.
nope, I don't even want to see that. Uh, I would love to see a Ilio Dragunov versus Finn match.
Yeah, we do need to get the Ilya Gunther rematch
Yep.
because that match
Um,
they had in NXT UK was crazy.
yeah. I know we're probably gonna get a Swerve call up, and I was even thinking like if Swerve loses, I feel like he'll get
Swerve,
called up. Not Swerve. I mean,
Swerve.
Trick Williams. Trick.
Oh,
If Trick loses,
everybody with dreads look the same, huh?
if Trick loses, I feel like he's moving up. But I kind of feel like Trick is gonna win. But that's neither here nor
Okay, speaking of that, did you see him and Ethan Page's promos with Punk backstage
there. Mm-hmm.
on Tuesday?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what did Punk say to Trick? He said, "I'm rooting for you, but I'm not gonna cheat for you.
Yep.
Not that you would cheat. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I see promos like that, it makes me think the Bayface ain't gonna win.
Yeah. True that. But
What would
I.
be hilarious? What would be hilarious is if because this is happening before Bad Blood. It'd be hilarious if Drew McIntyre showed up on NXT's CW debut and he ended up knocking Punk out and then counting 1, 2, 3 for Ethan Page or something.
Mm-hmm. I
Like
can see that happening.
Taking Punk's hand and making him tap. I mean, count to 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I can see that happening. But I've been thinking like, who are they looking at trying to be the face of NXT going into the CW era? And
Trick has the following.
yeah.
He's got the song. He's got the commentary with Booker T going crazy.
Mm-hmm. But
Roxanne is going to keep. I think Roxanne's going to beat Julia. Uh, and then she's going to fight Stephanie. You saw Stephanie showed up on NXT.
yeah,
Hmm. So I think Roxanne and Trick probably should be the faces, but because then that way you have because right now you have two heels as your main champions, Roxanne
mm-hmm.
and Ethan Page.
Yeah,
Oh, the Viking Raiders are coming back, but they're gonna be called the War Raiders.
they're going back to NXT.
Nah, the main roster. So that graphic that showed up on Raw with the fire and the three letters.
Yeah,
Some people thought that was the Lucha Bros. And then other people say that that was the Viking Raiders being rebranded, and they're coming back.
Oh, as a but weren't they already the War Raiders before?
They were the Viking Experience or some shit. The
When they
Viking
were
Raider
in
Experience.
when they were
They
NXT, I could have swore they were the War Raiders.
Yeah, War Machine was their original name, but they changed it
Yeah.
when they got to what's the name.
Mm,
But yeah. Oh, and I did want to say my dream team, Lola Vice and Jada Parker going to fight. What's the three chicks' names? Fatal Influence. Whatever.
yeah.
I don't know what it is, but there's two girl groups that are just cringy as hell. It's Fatal Influence and Peer Fusion Collective. They both cringy as hell.
Got you. Yeah. Thank you, Zando. I had just looked it up too. They were the War Raiders in
Mm.
NXT in
I guess they're
2019.
going back to that name then.
Mm.
All right. Well, the that's all I got. You got anything else?
No, if you haven't watched it, watch the Vince documentary. It's good.
Okay, Nami got the comment section shitting on all them names. But all right, so all right, everybody, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. This has been episode 120. Hopefully next week we can for our Bad Blood predictions show, we can have all three of us up here. Um, but if not, then make sure you follow and subscribe to us on all platforms. I'm about to put it up here right now. Follow the show on Spotify and Apple iTunes podcasts if you're into just the audio version. Um, we're at 91 subscribers on YouTube, trying to get to 100. So anybody you know that's a fan of wrestling, tell them to come check us out. With that being said, I'm your man Trey, aka Treyway, aka OTR Trey, aka Thursday Night Trey.
All right, y'all. JD, OTR, mic drop. Peace out.
All right, peace, y'all.